And get things from past shrieking. Somebody want to hear about my first day as a lawman? Yeah, I was a brutal, savage lawman, a vicious lawman, but it took time to get that way. It took time to get that way. You don't learn it. The first day, I'll be honest with you, I was nervous my first day as a lawman. I really was. It was down in Florida, and you know Florida is right behind California. They vie for who gets the most lawmen plugged every year, and Florida was right up there. So I was nervous, and I remember I was in my uniform. It was all clean. I mean, I hadn't even stunk it up with perspiration. It was all neatly creased, and all my badges and medallions were all shiny, and my gun belt was so new it squeaked every time I moved. It was all the leather was all creaking, and I remember I was driving the police car for the first time, and of course my training sergeant was sitting there with me. But still, I was doing all the work, you know, and then finally, a car, we were running radar, and a car blew by us, and I was so nervous, you know, that I finally pulled him over. You know, I did all the procedure, hit the siren and the light, and I pulled him over, and I called it in. HQ, this is 2909, we're 1050 at the corner of Lawman and First. I have a red Lincoln with 2 NMs. It's a Florida tag, Delta Charlie 197. And my sergeant said, wow, good. Okay, go up and get the guy's license and registration. And I said, well, okay. And I walked up and I said, afternoon, sir. Could I have your license and registration, please? And he just looked up at me real surly and said,
your mama.
I said, sir, I'm a police officer and I need to see your license and registration.
Your mama.
Do you mean to tell me you're not going to give me your driver's license?
That's right, I said your mama.
But wait a minute, you can't do that. You have to do that. I am a police officer.
Your mama.
Now, come on. That's my first day on the job, for crying out loud.
Your mama.
I said to my sergeant, hey, can I take my gun out? He said, no, you can't take your gun out.
That's right, I said your mama.
Well, I got it because he won't give me. He said, get the license. I said, sir, I've got to have your license, please. Now, wait a minute. Don't do this to me. I'm still on the training.
Your mama.
I didn't get your license registration because I'm still in a probationary period.
I said your mama.
Haven't you got any compassion at all for my needs as a working man?
Your mama.
Look, I tell you what, I got a couple of tickets to the Knicks game. I'll give them to you if you give me your driver's license, please.
I said your mama.
Oh, for crying out loud. Sergeant, he won't give me his license!
Your mama.
And I had tears rolling down my cheeks, you know, and I'm really embarrassed. Another passing motorist are laughing. And this guy just continues to deride me. I didn't know what to do. Can I take out my gun? He wouldn't let me take out my gun. Apparently you just can't take it. You know, what do you do? So finally my sergeant came walking up, and he had the thing under control. My sergeant's walking cool, walking tall, looks in the window. He says, hey, jump back, Jack. What you say? Give me that paper. You can be on your way. Don't hassle a dude. Don't be mean. Give him the paper for your driving machine. Get on your shoes. Get on your blues. And we'll bid you up on the dues. And with that, the guy whipped out his driver's license and registration and handed them to my partner, neat as can be. My partner looked at him and said, all right, Jack, take it light, get it right. Reeve it, Reggie, I'm Scray, yesterday.
That's right, I said your mama.
And the guy just put the stuff back in his wallet and got ready to drive away. I couldn't believe it. My sergeant looked at me and said, you just have to know how to speak with the indigenous population of this area. That's all it is, too, isn't it? So I looked in the window. I said, okay, Jack, better come back. Take it light on the flip-flop. Don't be crude. Don't be no dude. The guy just looked up at me and said, once again,